a few years ago, we also tried to, do just a Sanofi targeted survey to some of our key stakeholders to understand, what would be preventing certain uptake or aspects of decentralized technology. And for sure, home nursing stood out, particularly, as you mentioned, because of the indemnity factor, the oversight factor. Operationally, what I can say that we are doing, especially on this count of home nursing, because it's an interventional, it's really taking that type of interventional procedure to the participant's home, is that we still request that the delegated home nurse, even by our appointed vendor, will sign the delegation of duties log, but this is now from a documentation point of view. So in that sense, that delegation is handled. But even earlier than that, although we have a sponsor appointed vendor, there are options to meet and greet, to engage, to have a welcome letter, to first understand the vendor that you are working with. And then with the planning, coordination, and output of the home healthcare visit at the participant's home, there is a channel or a feedback mechanism that we have between the home healthcare vendor and the nurse. The other thing is with some visits, it's also about creating not an absolute home healthcare visit, if I could call it that. Within the home healthcare visit itself, you can also have a hybrid approach. So a telehealth visit conducted by the investigator or the rater at site, while the home healthcare nurse is with the participant, and almost conduct the visit in that way, assuring some oversight. Another aspect where we've tried to be very, very clear on is the safety reporting. So under all circumstances, the safety reporting by participants will still follow the exact same method that it would in a routine environment. Even if the home healthcare nurse is at the participant's location and a safety event is reported, they still need to follow through, telephone the investigator, confirm it, and only then will the investigator confirm, okay, we can or we cannot proceed with this visit. So ensuring in that, I don't think it's something that's completely answered. If that's what you're saying, there are still various aspects, even if the sponsor assumes indemnity for the third party as well. But what I think is growing, and it's a sign of a good change, is when we look at the regulators as well. FDA, although we have draft guidance with the FDA, with certain assessments within scope of healthcare professionals, they're very open to the idea of these professionals being able to conduct certain procedures that are within their scope, without the necessary protocol training, without being on the delegation of duties log. EU guidelines are also very open, and I think that in itself has also given a better confidence to the sites, to the sponsors when employing these methods.